Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 4 of Far Lone Sails, continuing on our journey in this huge locomotive. As you remember, last episode we hit all sorts of mayhem. We got ourselves onto a boat, which we used mouse wheel power to get across, and we also hit a hailstorm, which damaged a lot of systems, almost ended this journey before it even began. This episode we are going to carry on, and we're going to see what's in store for us later on, and hopefully find out the secret to that big Henson and Sons walker that we discovered a bit further back. It was in Wreck. Y'all remember that I pretty much spent ages trying to get through a wall that all you had to do was bash through, so a little bit of entertainment on that. And now this... Oh. I did not expect that. Okay. I was just about to say then, I'm not quite sure where we need to go. But apparently, down is the answer. Oh, this is ominous. So we're going to have this, and we need to do this, which triggers... Okay, so I don't know what's going on there. We've got more stuff over here. So I don't know what's going on here. We've got lots of buttons. Okay, so that, I'm guessing, goes into the furnace up there. That's not going anywhere. Okay, so we've got a proper brain teaser here. So what's going on here? Maybe we're in a mine shaft, I think. It's kind of crazy. So, okay, so can we push this? We can push this. Just get it nice and steady right in the middle there. Oh, and obviously we can't get back up. Okay, so... That did something. But I don't know what. Perhaps if we push this over here and push this button, it might give us, if I can even reach, I can reach that button. Okay, so we're going to do this in a logical order. I'm going to turn the fire on. And then we push this rather this way. Still doesn't do anything. Oh, someone's dripping out. Oh god. Okay. So that's going to all funnel into that, I think. I think I have an idea of what I need to do. Because this goes on a little bit. So if we push it and then jump up here, what happens if we do this? Can we pick that up? We can pick that up. Okay, so I've got a gear, or a cog, I think. Let's see if it does anything over here. Oh, it does! Oh, look at this, we're progressing. Ah, and then we put this in to the furnace. And I don't know what this is going to do. Oh god. It's taking me up, so I guess we're on the right track. So, 1,000 pounds of lava end up hitting us. Okay, so we seem to have come back on top. I think that gate dropped from the one that we were on originally, and I think the gate here is also dropped. Yeah, okay. Easy peasy. There's a bit of a brain teaser that, but I think it was quite clever to have it all done in a logical progression, you know, left to right. Probably should have noticed that a little sooner. But nevertheless, we are on our way. through the mine shaft, the coal mine. That her people probably. Okay, we're gonna slam the brakes on. Blow the oil, and we're gonna go up. We're gonna ascend. So a nice little coal mine that her people built in order to rebuild civilization. A little bit of a dock area. Where are we going? So, yeah, I'm hoping to find out the secret of that big walker. Impatience there. But we are gonna crack on. I think it's the walker that her people built. They're like predecessors. Maybe, before they went out on their journey. The workshop to build it, though, was a bit lower down. Yikes. Let's turn that on. Just keep going. Is that a tower? That's in the background, okay. So I think we're just going to enjoy a little bit of smooth sailing, so to speak. Grab those two things up front. Pass underneath this power line, maybe? Get the water all filled up. It's quite convenient that they can turn anything into fuel. I'm wondering if that's an innovation of our people as well. Because it doesn't seem like we've not seen... I mean, apart from that coal mine we literally just passed, I haven't really seen much in the way of fuel. Is this the Arctic? Come on. We're gonna keep going, and we are actually gonna stop because we are completely out of fuel. Now, if I'm right, these here will cause things to explode. But it is a good opportunity to get a full tank of gas, so to speak. Put that out. Took a little bit of damage on. Took a lot of damage on the engine, actually. On the furnace fuel. What do we want to call this thing? The furnace fuelinator. So that's going to fill up there. So those flammable canisters do cause damage to whatever they go in, which is fine. It's fine. You know, as long as we're on hand to repair quickly, the machine should keep going. The locomotive. I have this urge to call her Betty. Big Betty. That's a nice common name. Nice lovely scenery there. The art style in this game is amazing. Like, just that wash of colours in the background. The nice contrast between the whites and the greys, and the reds. It is a very pretty game. Very upbeat, optimistic music as well, which worries me. Games that are bleak, which this one kind of has a feel of with all the wreckage and the ruins in the background, rarely ever come off across as I'm gonna go over that. Oh yeah. Well, that's nice little guy. I could set up shop here. It's a bit cold, but I could live here. But you know, the ending, let's speculate on the ending a little bit. I'm not quite sure whether it's going to be a positive or a negative ending. Are we going to run into, you know, her people and rejoin that community, or are we going to be... Are we just going to come across a community that's long been abandoned and gone, and her people have just moved on? So, just enjoying the breeze there. There's a lot of weather in this game, which makes me wonder whether the apocalypse was caused not really by like nuclear fallout, like you would see in the Fallout series, or most other kind of grim, dark apocalypse games, but kind of like more like an ecological disaster. You know, like global warming kind of stuff. What is that? It's like a door to a bunker or something. Okay, this is getting disconcerting. So we're gonna stay up top deck just in case. I hope that water in the engine doesn't freeze. That would be disastrous. So it looks like we might be, I mean, given the time that we've been sailing across this open snow tundra plains thing, kind of wondering if we're about ready to come up to another little checkpoint. I mean, you know, the snow is far more welcome than the hailstone that nearly destroyed the locomotive. This is interesting. But I am beginning to wonder whether it was an ecological disaster which caused the apocalypse, caused our people to move on, you know, disappear. Huh. Train tracks. I have been conditioned never to go across train tracks without looking left or right first. I can look left, but there's not really much to the right apart from me. So never mind that. I mean, do we want to barrel through this? Can I barrel through this? I can. I'm gonna blow the steam just to get off the tracks a little bit faster. Okay, we're coming to some sort of, definitely coming to some sort of structure, some sort of outpost maybe. I'm gonna stay close to the okay. This is rickety. This is scary. I mean, you know, I'm ready for the jump here. This thing just collapsing and us hitting a slope. But I don't think we're gonna do that. I think we are gonna go out and we're gonna go and investigate the area down there, because there was a button down there. There was definitely a button. It looked like there was something that needed to be repaired. Can't actually get down there, can I? Oh, it's a silo. It looks like a silo. Okay, so we've got a silo. I can kind of carry on. I can't carry on. Are we gonna get like a weird perspective change? Because this thing here, this big turnstile thing, looks like it turns, so I'm wondering if it's going to turn 90 degrees and then we get some weird perspective change. That'd be cool. We'll be going like left to right, but now I guess we'll be going towards the front. Fuel up. Put that there. I think we're just gonna carry on going until whatever it is happens. Happens. I think we need to get on this platform here. It's pretty well advertised stopping point. Blow the fuel, right? Oh, maybe I can use the ship, the locomotive, to get over that. So let's go and have a look on the other side of this. Chances are we'll be doing a up and over. Okay, that was a fail. I could have just ran through. I think I need to. I can push it forward, so I can close that gap a little. Oh, sugar! Nearly turned this one into a parental advisory required then. Jesus, that scared me! Okay, we're just gonna to hell with this. Oh my giddy. Well, you know, bonus, I got down here. Let's go put that under there. Let it get sucked up. Alright, what's over here? There's a little bit of water that seems to be dropping on that and turning it. But I don't... Okay, we can't reverse, can we? I guess reversing is something that they never figured would happen. No, obvious trick out the window there. We can get up. Oh, what's up there? There's something moving up there. So the other side might hold the answer. We might have to push that button on the left. No, don't put the sails up. Okay. So there's creaking. Oh, does that drop? We have a bit of a sticky situation. So we've got a button on the left, and we've got that thing on the right, which seems to want us to hook it. I don't think we can get to that. So, what can we do? Well, the sails won't be an answer. I can't jump that. I can't sneak under it. Can I sneak under it? No, I can't sneak under that. Maybe if I hook this onto something? Oh, wow, I can actually pull it back. That seems... I mean... That's crazy. Oh, I think I know what I have to do. I think I know what I have to do. Yeah, that's the one. I could have probably just sprayed this from above here. Okay, I could have probably sprayed that without the insane feat of strength there. That's mental. I did not expect Red Riding Hood to be able to pull this entire locomotive to the side using only that cable. Oi, oi! Open. Thank you. You're getting a little worried there. The expedition to her people might have been cut a little bit short with her being left here. And then naturally we can do that. And I think if we pull this, it's going to act as some weird kind of counterweight and pull the lift up maybe. Or it could just do that. Yeah, that works. And then we go back all the way up to the top. We're going to have to fill up on energy. But I think we've got enough to... I'm not burning any of my, my valuables. But I will nuke this. Give that in there, and then I think we're going to push forward. So that was nice, incorporating a little bit of the upgrades. The water thing was interesting. I guess it was kind of advertised pretty clearly by the fact that there was water leaking on it. But, you know, it's easy to miss these things when you're playing. But it's kind of that, you know, when you see it, you get that, like, wahey moment. You know, it's a good little, it's good to make the players feel very, smart. Which I don't feel right now, because on account of just completely missing that for ages. A shame we didn't, turn perspective to the side. So, we're pretty much just going to follow the railroad right now. So there was a little bit of a silo in the middle of the, what I can only believe is the Arctic. I mean, if we go by ecological disasters, I mean, this could be the Bahamas for all I know. Get a bit of a burn up there. And we do have the wind back. Wheels seem to be struggling a lot on the snow. So we're going to give them an easier time. Look at that spinning. I still don't know what it is that cars do when they do that. They kind of just spin out really fast when the wheels are turning. And you get a lot of boy racers that do that. Especially in our streets around here. So I think we're still on the tracks. Getting a little bit of a beat going. Okay, we're coming up to Scaffolding City here. She has read about Scaffolding City. It's a very famous city. And... the The wind is just going to kill itself right there. So, we're going to pop another canister, another oil drum into the furnace. Never really figured that would be safe to do, but here we are. And we're going to push on a little bit further. I think I'm going to try and barrel through that. In the past few attempts of barreling into... Nope, that's got to stop. That's got a thing on it. A hook. So, I'm not certain if that's something we want to barrel through or if we want to push forward, maybe? Maybe. I got an idea. This is a random little idea, but I think if I hook that... Is that even on? That's on, yeah. So if I hook them two together and then push this forward, if that bit at the front happens to fall, then I might be able to pull it back up. So we're taking damage. I'm just going to keep... This doesn't seem to be getting us anywhere. What if, it seems to be lifting up a little bit. That's not doing anything. Maybe I could push this. I've already established I'm Superman, apparently. Superwoman. I mean, we're gonna have to push this a long way. I can't see any way around it. Or I definitely can't see any way over it. And I don't think I can get the back end wire over here. Maybe I'm just thinking about this all wrong. Maybe... There we go! Okay. It's like one of those old like train track things. You had two guys on opposite ends and they used to pump the handle. Oh wow. This is definitely the kind of game that uses your character a lot to do, you know, using functions scattered about, using your character to activate them. Like, you know, it's not just pressing W to go forward. You use your character to push a button in that goes forward and stuff like that. You know, it's very kind of gives a very manual feel to movement and things like that. Something down there. I probably shouldn't have jumped off that, but I don't know what... Is that a button? It is a button of some kind. So we're just going to keep going. Now, that's been done with. I think we've got a cargo line here and an oil line. It looks like an oil pipe. Oh. And I think that's going to follow the tracks, get out of the way, because they curved slightly, for us to continue on. Yeah, there he goes. Oh, I like that thing. We're not technically on the track, so we will just bump off. Yep. Straight off. Now I am running out of fuel, so if I blow that, and then grab some more stuff to drop into the furnace. The wind is picking up. You can see little particle effects kind of scattered. Why won't you turn on? Apparently you do need some fuel in there to turn on then. There is a little bit of a particle effect thing going on at the moment. You can just about see it on the screen if you watch carefully. It's kind of a wind blowing in the left to right direction. So, again with the weather, and a lot of kind of extreme weather as well, which is definitely leading me to think that there's been some kind of ecological disaster, like, you know, the oceans have rescinded. It was saw right at the beginning the old coastline wasn't actually where the old coastline was. The ships and tankers all kind of scattered across an ocean floor. Well, you guys, I don't know if you can hear that, but I can hear ice, and I just realized the surface I'm on has gotten very smooth. And that worries me a lot. I'm going to pop one of these in and be ready for the ensuing damage. So I've lost, it seems to blow this bit here, seems to blow them up, damage it fairly often. Now that wind has picked up, the flag at the top's working, so that's golden. So I'm going to pop this to get a nice easy speed, because I'm worried that if on the ice, if it's slippery, the brakes kind of lock in and then don't stop us. So if we come, I don't think they're going to survive that. Ooh, just. So we're coming to another building structure thing. That looks like a leg. That's a leg. Oh, is this the walker? And there's 4 ropes though, which seems to suggest I think this button is going to carry us in, but I think I'm on the walker. I think this is the walker. Am I on? Is the game like, dude, you're not on the platform? Something just happened then. Oh, maybe I had to be on that red thing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't think I was on quite properly. The game was like, dude, get on the lift. Please keep your arms, legs, and steampunk locomotives within the bounds of the lift at all times. This is the walker. This has got to be the walker. It's like little rooms, or fridges? Rooms? Yep, rooms, it says so right there. Rooms on the side. Oh, this is cool. So, they must have made multiple walkers then, because we definitely saw the wreck of a walker. It's got the same kind of back end as well, like that big circular thing. Like a gear. Ours has got one on the end, just like right here. Here. Like right here, there's that big circular thing that goes kind of left to right on the vehicle, and there's another one here. They've got the engine bit thing over there, like the blue bit we saw coming up. There, just in the bottom right. So I think this is definitely like the walker. Can we get up to the top? I think we're gonna have to go up and over maybe. We've got to somehow get onto that other side. You know what? Let's just pull the vehicle back. It's just baffling. And then I can use the sails to jump up onto the first floor of this. Oh, it's just the walker. Can I make that jump? I can make that jump. And then jump up there, and we've got all the bedrooms here that people stayed in. Are like little bunk rooms, like kind of like a submarine. Now I can get up here. I can't get up there though. What does this button do? Oh. I think that button shut me off. So yeah, it's very reminiscent of, like, you know, Titanic, the especially the lower decks. Kind of like the old bunks that people used to share. I guess if you're fleeing some kind of ecological disaster, you know, space would be fairly tight. So let's continue. Let's go up this pipe. Oh, look at that! This is the Titanic, the Titanica, and. Oh, okay, I'm dropping down. Did not expect that to happen. Okay, we've got a name. Jan Henriksson. So that's Swedish, if I ever saw it. And look, he's built a little robot. I can't get up. Oh, no. What's that? There's a painting in the background. I don't know, it just reminded me of the old base. We got like loads of little things. Oh, okay. So that's our vehicle. And then that says Locomocative V2. So ours is the Locomocative V1. Possibly. And then Locomocative V2. I don't know. Prototypes, that's a prototype. And then the Opidontif? Okay. So it's interesting that there's two people in the first photo. And I think that guy on the left kind of looks a little bit like the portrait that was at the grave, I guess, of the guy at the start. So I think this big thing here, I can't even fit in the screen, was built by a guy who helped build the first one, maybe, and then he died, and she's the daughter that stayed behind, whilst he, this dude, moved on with a new means of travel across the cities, because he seems to be getting older, like, you know. This guy here is clearly a different guy than the bald one with the mustache here. So this guy here was at the start, and he hasn't got, you know, he's still got hair, and he's got hair in this one, and he's balding, and then he's balding, and then on that one he's kind of like, you know, crazy Einstein balding on here. So Jan Henriksen and Sons. I think this might be a brother, maybe, or an uncle? Oh, Little Red Riding Hood is a Henriksen. She's gotta be a Henriksen. Okay, so we're gonna... That's probably why she's so naturally attuned to engineering. Whoa. So what does this button do? Yikes. Oh god. We're panning out here. Furnaces are going. We are indeed moving. I kinda knew that was gonna happen. Oh god, we've got engine fire? Oh god, there's engine fire. I can't let anything bad happen to this. I think I just died. I did not know I could actually die. Never mind. That was just all a bad dream. We'll forget that ever happened. I might just edit it out. Okay, right. We have realized that our locomotive is very, very, very demanding. Oh god, what do I do? How do I put this out? I think I have to. I'm gonna have to get this over I'm going to give that door another ram. Again, just... Come on. Come on. Right, I'm going to give that door another ram. As hard as I can, and probably damage everything on this. But if we can just... Because that's buckled, if we can just buckle it a bit more. Right. Okay. So I need to get the water, and I need to get this to this fire, and I need to put the fire out. Fire out. Okay, I got the fire. But, Jesus Christ. Right, I got the fire out. And what are these? Energy and energy. Okay, so we got energy stuff there. If I attach this to this, and pull us closer. Oh, wow, okay. Right, okay, that's cool. Now, the question is, can I somehow get up there? The answer is no. So I'm going to have to drop down. Right, so I'm going to have to go up and over. I was a bit worried there that I'd have to start putting my own energy sources in. Okay, that didn't work. So I'm going to pull this one to the one closer to us, and try that again, dropping a little closer. I was worried we were going to have to put our own... That's not coming any closer. Okay. Okay. So we do that. Yeah, as I was saying, third time's a charm. I was worried we'd have to start putting our own energy sources in there. And potentially lose valuables. But that is not the case. Something else is happening. She is on her way. The big brother. It's gonna burn down. There's some stuff at the bottom, I think that's used primarily to do that, but we've also got painting up here. Shows cliffs of some kind with a lighthouse, maybe a boat or waves, and then a massive tornado near the windmill. So that's Blue Isles up just above me. That's Blue Isles, definitely. So what just happened? Oh. So we've got a bunch of old stuff down here. But yeah, that middle picture was the Blue Isles, and then the far end picture was this place with the walker. So I think, kind of like telling a little bit of a story. I definitely think we're on the trail of our precursors, but I think that precursor may have been, I mean, I think she's related to Henriksen. And I think he's like the two guys up top, I think that's father and son, Henriksen and Sons. And I think she's a daughter, either of the older gentleman, which would make the gentleman in the three pictures here, above, her brother, or Henriksen and Sons is a family name. The older guy with the moustache is the older gentleman, and then the gentleman to his right, the one that's in the progression of paintings is probably a brother, which would make Henriksen, who built this in that far right picture up top, her uncle. I also realised that, you know, it might not actually be a she. Get your pronouns right. No, I'm only messing. But it's like, you know, it's an interesting tale, and it means that the people fled, and her family line is directly responsible for, I guess, saving everyone. I also realised I just, like, did all this without even saying what I was doing. The hook's pretty much, you know, advertises the fact that that needs to go there. Also means her family name is plastered all over this landscape, so she's from a line of fairly influential people. So we've potentially just filled up that tank again. I don't think we're going to get a second go. Or a third go, rather. We've had two, because those things haven't popped up yet, which is interesting. Push the button in, and we will carry on our way. So we got where she started. Oh, God. We got where she started. We got the Blue Isles. And then we got the Walker. And we've got nothing onwards. Could that be advertising that we're nearing the end of the game? I would like to be able to see the whole Walker. I think we can get more of it if I keep running. The flag up top as well. It's the same as the little flag we've got on that. I can't actually get down again. But I might be able to get up. Just such good sound quality on this. Just each foot impact feels... Oh god. Something just happened. I best run back over here and find out what that was. I think maybe it has something to do with that flimsy bit of metal that was acting as kind of a nose. I think that might have opened up. That has opened up. I was pulling the locomotive back there to try and get back on top, and then hopefully get to the top of this and see the whole locomotive. So I think I'm going to go and do that first, and then come all the way back down, which I know you guys just absolutely love to see. Yeah. So let's have a check on this. The episode is running a little longer than normal, but I mean, given this that we've just found, I think that's kind of okay. And I'm going to have a quick gander at the top of this. And then I think we should call it there, and we can see what's on the other side of this walker. I mean, I am, like, the walker is cool. That's all I'm going to say. Can't actually get back up again. Oh, I can't get back up again. Oh well. That sucks. So unfortunately we're not going to be able to see above the whole top of the walker, which is a shame. But, you know, I'm sure there's... I mean, we've seen the pictures. We have just ridden the damn thing, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, a little bit of heritage for her, really. This being family built. Red Riding Hood is a Henriksen. And she is going to command her own. She is the captain of her own little Locomocative, as the signs up there mentioned. I think I just blew something out there, but I'm not quite sure what it was. It's kind of very, it's a neat little metaphor, this as well, you know. She's forging her own path after leaving behind, you know, the lineage of her, I'm going to say, father and uncle. Suck all them up. We are experiencing an earthquake. Oh god, there's a volcano in the background. Oh, shoot. Go, go, please go faster. Oh, Lord, this is going to hurt so bad. I can't see anything. Oh dear. Definitely ecological disasters. Everything's burning. Something's going on. What's... No! My boat! Did I just die? Is that the end?